Hey everyone, so it's Kevin here once again, and today I'm going to show you how to order Macaron Doorgifts using our downloadable PDF form. So when you are at our Doorgift section on our website, if you have downloaded our form, open it up. This is what you'll see. Okay, pretty long form. Alright, so over here, I'm going to walk you through on how you can use this form to make an order. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is to fill in all these red fields over here. Alright, they're compulsory. I'm just going to fill my name, email address, and my contact number. You are just filling your contact number because we will need these details to issue your invoice for payment, as well as your email address so that we can contact you via email with your invoice for payment, okay? Alright, so here is step 1. Choose the type and the quantity of door gifts. It says tick only one. Alright, so for every order form for the door gifts, make sure you only tick one box per type. Alright, which means to say you can only choose one type, and for every type you choose, only one box. Okay, so say for example, in this tutorial, let me just put say, okay, type 3, let's just go for this, okay? And I go for like, maybe, I'll just click over here, 100 to 299 cents. Okay, and the price is here, $6.20 per set, and everyone will come with a rectangle box with ribbon and customized label. And later on in the later part of this video, I'm going to show you how you can fill in all that details and give them to us. Okay, so over here you can see a field that says quantity taken. Alright, so how many exactly? Okay, so let's say I go for 150 boxes. Alright, it's in this range, so I'm going to be paying $6.20 per set. Alright, so let's just move on. Okay, so in step 2, this is flavors and quantities. And it says choose the number of corresponding flavors to your chosen door gift option in step 1. So earlier on, we chose 150 boxes of 3 pieces. That means to say it's a total of 450 pieces of macarons. Okay, it gives me the choice to play around. So say for example, if I want all 150 boxes to be the same, then let's say that means, let's say if I want American blueberry 150, then maybe I want French vanilla 150, and maybe say red velvet cheese 150. This would actually mean that for every box, there will be 3 flavors in each box, and each of the flavors 1 piece each, alright, in each box. Alright, but then again, say for example, I want 75 boxes to be of 3 flavors, and the other 75 boxes to be another 3 flavors. I can play around. Say for example, 75 double chocolate, 75 red velvet, 75 raspberry, maybe 75 mocha, 75 Australian passion fruit, okay, 75 key lime. Alright, so it means that I have 2 kinds of door gifts, each of them having 3 different flavors inside, but each having their own configuration. Alright, which is why I made the quantities as so. Alright, so if you scroll down, it says Mao Shan Wang Durian. If you were to choose any of these, or like if you have to choose the Mao Shan Wang Durian, let's say 75 pieces of these and not the key lime, alright, you will be charged at a 50 cents extra per piece. Alright, so 75 times 50 cents, I think it works out to be $37.50. Okay, so that will be the additional that will be charged towards the end of your grand total in your invoice. Okay. Alright, so if you go on, it says special instructions. Okay, remember earlier on I said something like if you want to play around with your door gifts, like 75 each, you know, maybe you will say like 75 boxes. Okay, let's just try that again. First, 75 boxes of 3 pieces to be, okay, double chocolate. What else do I have? Red velvet and Canadian raspberry. So red velvet, cream cheese, Canadian raspberry, and then second 75 boxes of 3 pieces to be Okay, what do I have here? Okay, the Nescafe Mocha, Australian passion fruit, and finally the Mao Shan Wang durian. Alright, so in this case, we will know that, you want your door gifts to be packed like that, okay? Or, if earlier on, you had the 150 pieces each of like the 3 flavors, I think it was, okay, let's just say if we went for the first option of 150, I'm sorry, not the first option, as in our first configuration of 150 pieces each. Okay, so if you were to put 150 pieces each, we will assume that each box will have a different flavor. Okay, 3 flavors in one box, and altogether 150 boxes. Okay, but if that's not your intention, you probably want to put it over here, like first 50 boxes, all double chocolate, then second 50 boxes, all red velvet, third 50 boxes, it will be all, what was it again? Oh, raspberry. All Canadian raspberry. Okay, which means to say all your boxes all have just a single flavor but 3 pieces of the same flavor. Okay, so if you have any special instructions, please be sure to notify us in this special instructions box. But again, it's subject to approval. That means to say, if let's say you hope to, I don't know, right, like squeeze 4 pieces of it in one box and the other ones is just 2 pieces, no, we can't do that, right? So, but in any case, just write down your special instructions that you hope for us to take note, then we will see whether we can carry that out, alright? So again, let's just move on. Step 3, ribbons and custom labels. Okay, so for all our door gifts, they come with custom labels that you will have to give us the final design for printing. And when we ask you to choose ribbon colors, it's only applicable for door gift types 2 to 4. That means basically the box type over here, 2-piece, 3-piece, and the 6 pieces. This doesn't have ribbons, alright? It's just a golden tie. Okay, so alright, it's only available in 0.5 inches width and tied according to the patterns in step 1. Alright, which means to say if you were to choose a ribbon color, they will be tied according to this. Okay, only one pattern available. So over here, you can choose like, you will realize that you can choose more than a few colors. Alright, again, if you want specific sets to be tied with a specific color, you can always write this in the special instructions. Alright, but usually, from what we have done so far in our events, customers prefer a more uniform color all throughout the number of sets that they are having, so usually they only choose one. Okay, but again, it gives you the option to play around, alright? So say for example, if your company wants Macaron doll gifts and your corporate color is white and black, you want some to be in white, some to be in black, yeah, you can do that, alright? Just make sure you write that down in the instructions later below. Okay, so over here it says custom label prints only available in 32mm round white base stickers. Alright, so designs are to be given in their final form, ready for printing. Okay, so one common question that customers have is, the customers going to be the ones to supply us the stickers? Or are we going to be the ones who will take the designs given, print the stickers on the customer's behalf and sticking it for them? Well, the answer is we are going to be the ones that will print the stickers and we will paste it for you. So all you need to do is just give us the sticker designs, okay, over the email once you send us the email. Alright, so over here, design 1 file name. Alright, let me just go to my desktop. Okay, so over here I have some sample sticker designs. These are all, some of them are done by our customers. As you can see, they outsource these designs and we can just use these designs in, alright? So let's say for example, Alicia's first, okay, you can see it's a PNG image. So in the, all right, let me just get the order form. Okay, so in the order form, maybe I just put, okay, design 1 Alicia's first.png. All right, then design number 2 file name, maybe I want, sorry, that's my website. Okay, so maybe I want, say, let me just get that up. Okay, boy baby shower. Okay, boy baby shower dot, I think this is a JPG if I'm not mistaken. Sorry. Oh, it's also a PNG, so let's just get that done. .png. So in case I want a third design, I will go for, what's the last one called? DNG. Okay, dng.png. Alright, so, I'm sorry, not D, okay, dng. Okay, .png. So over here, we have all the 3 designs, and so, so that we will know that these are the designs that these are the pictures that are meant for sticker prints. Okay, you will have to list them here, and then when you send us the this order form together with your designs, make sure they are named after the same names. Okay, because later on in this step, it's an optional step of whether or not you want custom macaron prints. So if you do not write their names over here, we won't know whether or not it's for a custom macaron print or is it for your sticker print. Okay, so over here, special instructions, maybe you will say for the set of 3 flavors, like Australian passion fruit, Asian honey mango, and red velvet, please use design 1. And you can repeat. Okay, let me just copy and paste this here. For the set of 3 flavors, let's say your second set was double chocolate and lemon zest and maybe blue velvet. Okay, please use design 2. Alright, so with these special instructions, we will know where to stick your stickers on, alright? And you can say, okay, I missed out something over here. Please use design 1 and use the, which was one? Okay, and use the white stickers maybe. The white ribbons. Okay, and use the black ribbons. So with these instructions, we will know very clearly where you want the colored ribbons to go and which stickers you want them on your door gifts or on the specific sets that you have. Alright, and also over here, in the previous step, if you have labeled the instructions carefully to us, okay, I just realized that the instructions here and the ones below are different, alright? So you got to be clear in your instructions. So let us know which set is which and which stickers and which ribbons go on which set. Alright, then we will be able to help you. Okay, but usually if you want to keep things simple and you only want one particular set and every set will be just one colored ribbon and just one design, then you don't have to fill this up. Alright, that means to say, if let's say you want 150 pieces each and each box will have 3 different flavors, that means these 3, okay, you don't have to fill this up. Alright, then you just choose one ribbon color, like let's say pastel yellow, and you just have to put one design file name, just put one, and then we will know it's understood, alright? Just those 3 flavors in one box. Every box will be a pastel yellow ribbon, and it will be pasted with this sticker. Alright? These forms are, these additional fields are only available for you in case you want more than one design. Alright? Or you have more than one configuration. Okay? So moving on. Step 4, optional, is the custom macaron print. Macarons.sg is very proud to be one of the only few people in Singapore to be able to do this for you. Okay, so you can skip this step if you want, but if you want customized prints, you can do this. Okay, so just take note, there's an additional 50 cents per print over here for this service, and it says here MOQ of 25 pieces per print per flavor applies. So what this means is that should I want to print a particular design on my macarons, make sure, like let's say for example, I have a design 1 and I want to print on, let's say, French vanilla. Okay, so I will have to print design 1 on at least 25 pieces of French vanilla. Okay, because every time the printer prints, it will print at least this much. Okay, so when it does print at least this much, then you can you can even print like 26, 27, 28, but at least this much, okay, per flavor. All right. So if you have 50 pieces of macarons that you want to print, you can print up to 2 flavors. Okay, it just works like that. Alright, so here's a tip, okay? It says print your designs on the following macarons for the best effect. And if you were to see our website for all these flavored colors, they are usually the lighter colored flavors, okay? Because these prints over here are actually done using a CMYK printer, just very much similar to the kind of printer you have at home, where it prints the sharpest images on a white piece of paper, but if it's printed on a dark piece of paper, you can't see a thing. Alright, so when you do print on the lighter colored flavors, your prints will look beautiful. Alright, so it says over here for dark colored macarons, the rest of the non-listed flavors, alright, besides these, use only dark colors in your images for the best effect. Usually that will be black. I have customers who prints on, like say, the American blueberry, that's in dark purple, and they print a black logo. That's still fine. Okay, it will still stand out. But of course, you are only limited to black. Okay, alright, design 1 file name. So let's say this time I open up the other folder, the macaron prints. Okay, here I have a photo. Okay, this is actually my son, alright. I have a photo. So people, sometimes they print photos, sometimes they print logos, and sometimes they just print a message. This is very popular for weddings. So say for example, I want to print this, alright. It's called Macaron print 1, it's a PNG image. Alright, so design 1 macaron print 1.png. I want to print on, okay, what did I choose? I want to print on a double chocolate. Alright, so double chocolate is a dark color, okay, but let's just use this as an example. Alright, double chocolate. Then the second one, let's say the logo.jpg. I think this is, sorry, JP. I believe this is a JPG if I'm not wrong. Oh, so it's still a PNG, alright. .png, flavor to print on, I think I can use red velvet. Okay, design 3, aspen.png. Says over here. Oh, okay, so finally this is a JPG. Okay, to print on, say, the Canadian raspberry. Okay, so Canadian raspberry is yet another dark colored flavor, alright? So especially when you want to print photos, please make sure you have chosen beforehand a lighter colored shade, alright? And you can see over here, we do advise what are the better colored ones for you to print, like photos and more. But of course, if it's photos, we usually advise you to print on cookies and cream. You can see over here, cookies and cream. It's actually whitening, like almost whitening color, like the SG50 one over here and this one over here, and even this one, so that you have the sharpest and the most vivid images. Okay, but that's usually applicable to if you want to print photos. Alright, so once you're done over here, go to the checkout. Okay, again, we have self-collection or delivery. Alright, if it's self-collection, note that it's only available during our opening hours. Here's our shop address, and here are the details of our opening hours. Day of collection, make sure you choose the correct date. Alright, the correct year. And the collection time frame. Okay, is it going to be between 1 to 5? Or is it between 1 to 2? Usually it's best to give us a 1 hour time frame, so it's easier for us to wait for you. And over here, special instructions. Alright, this is only applicable if, let's say, someone, okay, say for example, someone needs to collect on your behalf. Alright, like say, Henry will be collecting on my behalf. Okay, and contact him at, alright, a number here. Okay, or If you want special instructions like say pack the first 50 sets of the same flavor in one box, and the next 50 sets in another box, and the final 50 sets of the final flavor in the third box. You know, stuff like that. You know, if you need us to pack it in such a way, let us know. Or if not, usually by default we'll pack everything into one box so that you can bring them. Yeah, it's easier for you to transport them. All right. And then if we go on to delivery service, okay, so just a reminder, should you want to opt for our delivery service, all you need to do is just to leave all these things in their default fields. I think before that it was in it was 1st January. All right, so just don't touch these fields. All right, I think these were the default values. Just don't touch them. Don't leave any instructions. Then we will know you wanted delivery. Okay, tick either one of them. Okay, they are radio buttons, so you can only tick either one of them. All right, date of delivery, you can just put it as so. Okay, that's 21/6. Time frame of delivery, our first trip will happen from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. The last trip will be from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Alright. And here is where you will have to put down your delivery address. Okay, I'll just use my delivery address for now, my shop address, but please put your own delivery address, okay? Please don't put my shop address. Okay? And from here, maybe special instructions you want them to, like, if you are not going to be there personally, hand them to, like, say, like my brother-in-law. Alright. Contact him at something, okay? Or you can say, like, or if you want, like hand them to my hotel reception. Let's say if you do want this to be, sent to a hotel. Alright, tell them it's for room number something, alright, whatever. So these instructions are there for you to, for us to ease our delivery so that we know what to do during the delivery, okay? And then over here, it says here, please save the PDF form and email it to us. So let me just save this file, save as. Alright, I'm going to save it on my desktop. Okay, this is the default name. So when you put save as, please underscore and put your own name so that we know that this is your order form. Click save. It should save without any problems. Alright. Okay, so here are some terms and conditions that we'd like to go through with you. Alright, so orders are only confirmed with us on a first come first served basis. Alright, and submission of this form is not a confirmation of your order. Okay, what this means is that if, let's say, you want a delivery or you want a collection on a certain date, and that certain date we are already maxed out, then we are sorry, we have to reject your order. But we rest assured that we will try our very best to see how we can accommodate to your order, okay? And in cases where there are errors on your form, we will email you to ask you to resend us the correct field values, alright? And should your order be successful, we will give you an invoice and we will send it to your email address for prior payment. And again, orders are only considered confirmed once we have received your payment, and we will only proceed to bake and pack your orders, and it's subject to time availability. Okay, so what this means is that should you pay on the last minute kind of situation, then we are sorry, we will have to refund you your money because we just cannot meet your order. Okay, it has happened before, but that is also why we ask for your phone number as a mandatory field at the beginning of the order form, alright? So just in case you missed out on your payment or you forgot to make a payment, we can always call you up to remind you of the payment so that we can all make payment on time, and we can also fulfill your order and avoid all disappointment. Okay, and finally, we reserve the right to change our terms and conditions. Okay, so once this is done, like earlier on, we have already saved this. Okay, you can fire up your email client, and just email us your this form, as well as please remember to email us all these files, okay? All these optional macaron print files, as well as all the sticker files. Okay, so that's all for this video. Should you want to make orders for the giant macaron cake or for macaron towers, please watch their respective videos and I'll be there to show you how to order using their special forms, alright? So I'll see you in the other videos. Thank you.